Today, we're tackling a topic that has sparked countless debates in gyms and health forums: creatine. What does it do? Is it the secret ingredient in your workout routine? I mean, let's find out, right? Let's get into it. First things first, what is creatine? It's not a steroid, it's just a supplement, but it is a substance that is naturally occurring in your body, primarily in muscle cells. Creatine plays a crucial role in energy production, especially during high-intensity explosive exercises like sprinting or heavy lifting, but how? Well, think of it like a turbo boost for your muscles. It helps regenerate ATP, the primary energy currency of the cell, giving you that extra oomph and a few more reps. But what does creatine actually do? When we talk about creatine, the first image that pops into mind is usually that of bulging muscles and intense gym sessions. But hold on, there's a lot more to the story here. Creatine isn't just about building muscle mass, it is a powerhouse with benefits reaching far beyond just muscle gains. Cognitive function. Let's dive into one of the most fascinating benefits of creatine: its impact on our brain. Yeah? No, our brain. Recent studies have brought to light something incredible. Creatine supplementation can actually enhance cognitive function. That is especially evident in situations that demand high mental performance, like during intense study sessions, challenging work tasks, or even in high-pressure sports scenarios. But how does it work? Well, just like your muscles, your brain requires a significant amount of energy to function optimally. Creatine aids in the production of ATP, the energy currency in your brain cells, helping improve focus, concentration, and overall cognitive agility. Moving from the brain to the rest of the body, creatine's benefits continue to impress. I mean, let's talk bone health. As we age, maintaining bone density becomes crucial. Research indicates that creatine can play a crucial role in supporting bone health, potentially reducing the risk of osteoporosis and related conditions. But that's not all. The heart, our vital engine, also seems to get a boost from creatine. Studies have suggested that creatine can enhance the overall health of our cardiovascular system, aiding in better heart function and possibly even preventing certain heart conditions. Neurological benefits. Perhaps one of the most groundbreaking areas of research in creatine's benefits is in its potential role in neurological health. Neurological diseases such as Parkinson's and Alzheimer's pose significant challenges, and finding effective treatments is a top priority in medical research. Interestingly, creatine is emerging as a promising aid in this battle. While it's not a cure, evidence suggests that creatine supplementation might help slow down the progression of certain neurological disorders, offering a glimmer of hope in this challenging field. Now that we actually know what creatine does, let's bust some myths about it. Let us dive into a realm filled with tall tales and misconceptions. Yeah, I'm talking about the myths surrounding creatine. Some of these myths have been circulating for years, casting doubts and spreading misinformation, but fear not. We are here to shine the light of truth on these myths and reveal what science actually says. The dehydration and cramps myth. First up, one of the most persistent myths: creatine causes dehydration and muscle cramps. This claim has made many wary of using creatine, especially athletes, but let's see what evidence tells us. Numerous studies, including those conducted on athletes in high-heat environments, have shown that creatine doesn't lead to dehydration. In fact, it is the opposite. Creatine can help maintain hydration in muscle cells, crucial for intense physical activity. And what about those muscle cramps? Comprehensive research indicates that there is no significant link between creatine use and muscle cramping. Instead, creatine users often reported improved overall muscle endurance and recovery. Moving on to a vital aspect: the safety of creatine. It's not just another supplement on the shelf, it is one of the most thoroughly studied out there. And the consensus? Well, when used as directed, creatine is safe. Remember, the key to harnessing the full potential of creatine lies in responsible usage. Following recommended doses, staying hydrated, and consulting with a healthcare professional, especially if you have pre-existing health conditions, can make all the difference. Let's discuss some side effects of creatine. Creatine supplementation primarily affects the muscles, but it is metabolized and excreted by the kidneys. For most healthy individuals, that's not a problem. However, in those with pre-existing kidney conditions, extra caution is advised. The concern is that the additional workload on the kidneys to metabolize and excrete the creatine and its byproduct, creatinine, it might exacerbate existing kidney problems. Therefore, individuals with renal issues should consult with a healthcare provider before starting creatine supplementation. Regular monitoring of kidney function may also be recommended in these cases. Creatine causes muscles to draw in more water. This increases in intracellular fluid and can potentially alter the balance of electrolytes in the body, like potassium, sodium, and magnesium. These electrolytes are crucial for muscle function, nerve signaling, and maintaining hydration levels. While a significant imbalance is rare in healthy individuals, it's still important to maintain a balanced diet and proper hydration when using creatine. especially during intense exercise or in hot environments where sweat loss is high. Increased DHT levels. Dihydrotestosterone is an androgen hormone associated with traits like muscle mass and hair growth patterns. Some research suggests that creatine supplementation might increase DHT levels, which in theory could contribute to male pattern baldness in genetically predisposed individuals. However, the evidence linking creatine to increased DHT and subsequent hair loss is not conclusive. More comprehensive studies are needed to fully understand this potential side effect. For most users, that's not a significant concern, but those with a family history of male pattern baldness may want to consider this factor, may want to hold off on creatine until more data comes in. Compartment syndrome. Compartment syndrome is a serious and painful condition where pressure within the muscles rise to dangerous levels, impeding blood flow and potentially damaging muscles and nerve cells. There have been very rare reports suggesting a link between creatine use and an increased risk of developing compartment syndrome, particularly when combined with excessive exercise or injury. However, these cases are not common and they typically involve other contributing factors. It's important for creatine users to be aware of the signs of compartment syndrome, which include severe muscle pain, swelling, and decreased muscle function, and to seek immediate medical attention if these symptoms are observed. And that's it for today. See you in another video. Subscribe to our channel to get notifications from the Super Achievers Club. Comment down below if you've ever used creatine and let us know your experience.